So you know you never shot. Now you didn't want to get people. Yeah, we can get people. Go out. But let's get it wrong. Let's have a seat. Today we have.
Yes.
Today we have Miss NJERI AYANA. Yeah, I don't want sound sweet, right? You know what that we getting the acting.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Over here. All right, we should be good to go. I don't even remember the first time I met this young lady in the gym. In the gym. Yeah, I think so too. But was always inspired by her commitment to her fitness journey. She's one that always showed up for herself. Coming in the gym looking as sweet as ever. You know, when you see somebody that got things that you aspire to be, you just be checking them out and following up on Instagram and thing. And she was definitely one of those inspirations for me. So I know that she's going to be able to share some knowledge about her journey and how you guys can stay committed to yours as well. So over to you without any further ado.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for having me. Obviously, I gotta try to keep it very short and sweet, and I still want to give you ladies the opportunity to ask some questions. But I would say I've been into the fitness area for most of my life, playing sports and then into adulthood, dancing, and then being in the gym. I did not, however, take my fitness journey serious until in my 30s. And that was when I started. I was actually the ambassador at Surflife for, I think it was like 2 years. And it was something that Jar said to me. Hold up. Oh, sorry. It was something that Jar said to me. You get your mind right and your body will follow. And that stuck with me. There are days that I would go in the gym and tell myself, man, I can't do this. And guess what? You frizzle out, you don't do the workout, you don't finish, you're cheating your reps, you're tired, you're miserable. But then on those days that you're tired, you're hungry, you're cramping, because we're all women here. So we go through different things, different times of the month. And I tell myself, you know what, I have to do this workout. I can't get it done. For some strange reason, I completely work out. I always tell people, don't ever cheat yourself on your reps. Don't ever cheat yourself on your workout, especially with group settings. You got somebody, the rep is 10 reps and you're doing 5 because nobody is looking at you, but you're cheating yourself. So the trick is always to don't cheat yourself on your reps. Don't cheat yourself on your workouts. What else I would say in terms of diet? Diet to me is honestly the hardest part. You know, you have everyday life. Some people work 9 to 5. Some are entrepreneurs. Some of us have kids. Some of us are so busy, you don't even know how to stop and take a break and eat a proper meal. And a lot of us struggle with that. It's a harsh reality. I would say don't beat yourself up. Sometimes you need to cry for help. Ask a friend, a family member, fix you something to eat, get into meal prepping, even if you can just reserve one day out of the week and prep some meals that at least one day, every single day for that week, you're eating something healthy, you're eating to time. Check yourself on how much water, fruits, vegetables you're getting, because your diet needs to be balanced. So trying to kill yourself in the gym and your diet ain't matching up, trust me, you really ain't doing much. You need to get both hand in hand. It's easier said than done, to be honest, but I would always say small habits. You do a small habit every day, eventually it becomes like a routine, yeah? I don't want to ramble too much because we are pressed for time, but any questions to try to make it like a easier transition in terms of, what information you guys want to pull from me?
Then you're always in fitness from school.
From school, yeah.
and they sport stuff.
Yeah.
So always in transition. All of school to that, where I'm curious. Have that thing you already said.
Mhm.
Easier.
Oh, it was hard, especially when I started here. When I was put on a proper diet, there were mornings I woke up crying because no more breakfast is intermittent fasting. Like, what is that? I literally would wake up out my sleep crying because I'm so hungry and I can't have breakfast. I can't even have bananas. I can't have no type of snack, sugar. George got me on one set of carbs a day, but I was on a mission. And in 2 weeks, when I saw the results, I was like, wait, this thing working. And I don't know, that kind of jumpstart my mentality into I can do this. I have to keep on doing it. I can't lose what I fought so hard to get because it's you fighting, You actually battling against yourself because everybody's journey is different. You have to remember that too. Some people want to gain weight, some people want to lose weight, some people just want to maintain. But is you fighting against yourself to just push through and get those results. So the transition was hard, but honestly, it was worth it. Yeah. So all of you should know about the Barbados Adventure Race. Honestly, that has been the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Blood, sweat, and tears. And when I tell you tears, like real tears, I will be crying, oh dear Lord, crying. And I'm going to be very open with you guys. It was harder for me because I have medical issues, ovarian cysts. And I remember times that I would have a ruptured cyst or I would be in so much pain and I would be buckling in the middle of a workout and feeling like I can't finish and I gotta go and step aside for 10 minutes. And I would still tell myself, you know what, I need to finish it. And I would go and sign up for these races. And the first half of the race, I would be dying and crying and suffering. But I would always try to get to that finish line because, when you finish, it's like you feel like you could do anything in the world. It is an invincible feeling. I see this young lady here in a bar finisher shirt, so I gonna call you out. I calling you out.
Yeah.
You all did it? See? So good. So exactly. And even the open wave in itself is a challenge. It is hard. There's nothing easy about it. So the fact that all of you in here can say you finish a bar race, trust me, giving yourself a pat on the back. However, I compete at the elite level, which is more grueling, but the point is the same thing, same mentality is that you go in, you have to do the training. You have to dedicate the time. And once you get to that finish line, it's like, you could do anything in the world after you finish a bar race. For real.
Some of your goals, so as I said, everybody goals are different. What were some of the goals that you had to roll your fingers? Sometimes you want to
Yeah.
Yeah, experience is different.
Mine's changed. My first 3 months coming in to the new fitness journey, it was about shedding the excess body fat that I was carrying. I gained a lot of weight because I was eating more pasta and cheesecake than anybody on the planet. And I was starting to see some little rolls and things. And I was like, I don't like this for myself. So we gotta do something about it. And that's why the diet change was so hard because I went from eating pasta and cheesecake every day. I'm not exaggerating. Every day it was something along that line to cutting it out completely. So the first 3 months was shedding that excess weight gained from a horrible diet. And I was not exercising around that time as well. So after that first 3 months, and I was lean, like a little lean muscle machine, I was down to like 110 pounds. And I'm like, okay, I need some weight now. I don't really like it. I feel a little scrawny. I went from wearing a size 3 to a size 0, but no body fat. And then the next 3 months, we did like a weight gain program. So the diet slightly changed, the weights increased, and then it went up to like 114. And then after that, weight gain again. So I'm up to now, I think like roughly 125 pounds of healthy weight gain. Yeah.
That's also the inconsistency.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people think that when you on this fitness journey is fitness every day, you don't admit, you're in a fall off period.
Oh.
You call your body something,
Mm-hmm.
okay, good. So talk about, the mindset of there are times when we will fall off.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Everybody goes through that, but yeah, and back up now and saying, okay, today I'm back in
Mhm.
today I may have to
Yeah. Correct. Right. So as we all know, is no straight line. Fitness is this, is that, is a lot of ups and downs and in-betweens. And for women especially, that's why I'm very happy that you women, you all have this little boot camp. You can help empower each other because only we really understand what our bodies go through, We live it. Period. Menopause, childbirth, after the child, like, is just a constant something going on with us. And our energy levels tend to really fluctuate. So for me, I would go from very high energy. You see, by the second week in the month, by the third week, it is low. By the fourth week, don't look for me. I am home in bed with a hot water bottle and give me the goddamn cheesecake. I'm not pretending because the PMS got me licked down and the cramps got me miserable. And I'm not beating myself up trying to be no fitness guru around that time of the month. I give myself grace. So there are other times in between when I get so caught up with work, I don't see the gym. Sometimes weeks will pass. I don't make it to the gym. I can't eat properly, especially around Christmas time. It's always hardest for most people. But you see, January, I always tell myself, I'm not happy with the way I'm feeling. I'm not happy with the way I'm looking. I don't like how my clothes are fitting me. And everybody's motivated differently. So that's how I motivate myself. When I look in the mirror and I realize, well, wait, the waist gone up a little 2 inches and you had abs. I can't see no abs. What's going on? So I have to have those harsh talks with myself and get myself back in the gym. And it's always a slow start. I don't try to go back in playing, bench pressing heavy and leg pressing heavy. I go back in, slight cardio, body weight workouts, and I ease myself back into that high intensity fitness level because you're only human. It don't make yourself trying to kill yourself to do the impossible and be honest with yourself. Stop trying to tell yourself, oh yeah, I want to lose 25 pounds. I can do it in 2 weeks. How? You're going crit slow? Give yourself grace. So that's all I think people really need to remember with the fitness journey. Every day is not going to be the same. Every week is not going to be the same. And certainly every month is not going to be the same. The most important thing is that when you fall off the horse, don't stay down there too long. Tell yourself, you give yourself a date. Listen, I got to get back up, got to get back on, and you're right again. You can drop off again. It's okay, but just don't stay off. That's it.
All right, look up now. We're any closing words, any closing remarks, anything you would like to speak? Any questions? Yeah, we could.
I would just say always remember to never compare your journey to anybody else's. Don't compare your body to anybody else's. You're all beautiful in your own way, your own right. I think that's the biggest mistake a lot of people make. Like a lot of women see me and say, oh, body goals. I can't be body goals because we don't have the same body type. We don't have the same body structure. Let me be your body inspiration for you to tell yourself, I want to get fit. So I think that if you go away, always remembering to not compare yourself to other people. Don't compare your body to other people. Don't compare your journey to other people's journeys because your individual journey is your own. You have to know what you want for you. set realistic goals on how and when you can achieve it. And you're all doing the right thing. You're in a professional space. You seek professional help if you think that you can't do it on your own. Yeah. I think that I would say that's the most important takeaway that I could think of the top of my head. Any other questions or?
Well, thank you so much. I'm sure you have attention.
No problem.
This is
No problem.
stable
Mhm.
for every thing on season.
Oh, cool.
So it's two, once you are willing to come back. With us.
Sure. Thanks for having me. All right.
Yeah. For those who said they wanted to purchase, let me wrap it up quick. Get two actually, because you just said you want to This is what.
The whole point of this is nectar is that a lot of lactose, zero sugars, and it's going to be sweetened. Once, so